think about Memphis yesterday, what they did
Yes.
in Oklahoma City in their fourth quarter comeback. And this group right here, as Nowitzki and Marion combine, and the Mavericks will pick up a foul on Marion. This group right here, the Portland series, when they were up 13 and up 23, and Brandon Roy had that unbelievable quarter in the fourth to get that game on Portland's side. And the Dallas team has talked about how that galvanized this group. I mentioned 13. There were 13 minutes left in the game. It was a 23-point lead for the Mavericks. And then it fell apart quickly. They did not score in the fourth quarter. But since that loss in Portland in Game 4, knotting that series, they've been on a roll.
Yes, they haven't lost it. They played extremely well, and that's what they talk about. They say that was one of the major turning points for them, to believe in themselves. They had a great record. They tied with Miami at 28 wins with the best road records. So they're playing with a ton of confidence, not just in this building, but on the road as well.
Moving up cold, 1 of 6 here in the third quarter.
Now you just got to get another field goal. It's like, come on, he's getting hit here. You got to call that. So if you don't call it, he's going to retaliate because he's very upset with the way that the game is going right now. He's been on top of his game. He has met the pressure of this, came in with 15 points at halftime, and shot a very respectable 7 for 13 at the half. But unfortunately, there has been no help.
Foul on Stevenson was his third, and the Lakers have 3 team fouls here in the first 3 minutes, or the Mavericks, I should say. Fisher driving in on Kidd, but couldn't finish.
That's been the story of the day. Think about it. They've had at least 4 of those, 4 or 5, where they've been right inside and the ball has not dropped.
Artest charging over, knocked the ball away from Nowitzki and sends Bryant the other way. The Lakers, like the Mavs, 1 of 6 to open the third quarter.
Look out here now. There it is.
John Marion passes it to a guy who spent about $500 for a ticket.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he just didn't attack the rim. I like what Jason Kidd does, as good as anybody in the history of the game. When he's coming down the transition game in the open floor, he just opened up the middle by going to the left side looking for the trailer. It was there for Marion.
Maverick fans sense a little lull from their team, trying to kick them back in, trying to close out the Lakers. Bryant trapped, in trouble, turns it over.
Once again, good rotation defense. You see the 3 white shirts down in there, and they did not allow Kobe to come out from behind the board.
Size mismatch, Lakers able to recover. Stevenson again off on the 3 and rebounded by LA. If you're just joining us across the top of the hour, Game 4 of this West semifinal. The Mavericks looking to sweep the 2-time defending champion Lakers, who have come out not very inspired in the first half, but have here in the third quarter. It's going to be on Tyson Chandler as he battles Gasol inside.
Well, definitely the elbow went out and caught Gasol. But see, it hits once again. The play is made in the paint. The shot, is not there, and then there is the clear out. And that was a very easy call. You're going to see it right here. Now, once the shot goes up, now watch, boom. They're going to call that. Why? Because they don't want anything to get chippy here as we move through the third and fourth quarter.
Deshaun Stevenson, in the battling with Kobe, took a shoulder and an elbow to the chin earlier. He's a bit dazed as well. Artest on the drive, fouled by Marion, and chance for the 3-point play. Dallas getting a little off its kilter. Marion has 3 fouls.
I like this about Artest. In this third quarter now, Artest has come out here saying, anytime I get an opportunity, I'm going to attack the rim, I'm going to get in the painted area. Unfortunately, you would like to see everyone else have that same mindset other than Kobe Bryant.
Artest knocks down the free throw. It's under 20, 19 with 7:44 to go here in the third. And Peja Stojakovic is going to come up off the bench for Rick Carlisle, as Artest has scored 7 here in the third on the Laker points.
Now, we just had a very hard baseline screen. Yep. And you can see Stevenson takes out Gasol with a very tough screen.
And he's got the foul.
That's right. And you're not going to get I told you now, the officials are not going to allow anything to get out of hand here. Now just watch this hard foul on the baseline as he comes across. See, he stepped out, he catches him with the forearm, and then moved him out of there, and the referee was right there, Jason Phillips.
That's 6 fouls on Dallas to start this quarter, 2 of them offensive, so their team foul total is at 4.
Well, when you want to come back, that's always a need.
That's it. Kobe posting Kidd,
Oh,
wanted the foul, didn't get it, and behind the play we get a foul called as Artest held Jason Kidd. Kobe complaining to Scott Foster that he should have had a foul when Kidd grabbed him a moment ago.
Yeah, he's upset about that. It's the old story in post play. When you're being played physically, when the pass comes in, you got to step and meet the ball. You just can't stay anchored because that guy, even though he's got maybe a piece of your shirt or that, he's got the advantage.
Fisher with the steal along the sideline. Artest got trapped for the dunk, and now we get the whistle and the foul on Artest. He got caught between the layup and the dunk, couldn't time his steps, and pick up his 3rd foul.
Now that's the kind of game it's been. That's at least the 5th opportunity for a layup here. Now, if you can't get up because you got an injury or your legs are tired, you got to lay it up off the board because you're trying to come back. If you would have made that, you're only down 17. You're making a big advancement here.
Jason Terry back in off the bench at that whistle. Stays hot from 3. Jason Terry, his 7th three-pointer of this game.
Once you have Jason Terry and you have Kidd in the backcourt, remember now, off the dribble, that's what he told Heather at halftime. We know we can get by them, and then we just kick out for the 3.
They double Kobe. Artest no. Nowitzki rebounds Dallas. Right back to 22. Peja Stojakovic to Terry again, a 3. Oh my goodness!
That was great ball movement. Not only did Jason Terry, behind the backboard, make the pass out. Once that pass went out, he continued right to the left corner, and then the pass was made. This is just an easy play for them. Slow rotation. Now keep an eye on Jason Terry as he passes out. There's the rotation. I give it right back up. Knock it home, big fella.
Near record performance for Jason Terry today. 9 made in a game. As we take a look at today's Cooler Talk, brought to you by Gatorade. Rex Chapman, Vince Carter, and Ray Allen might soon have company, as Jason Terry is now the 11th man to make exactly 8 three-pointers in a playoff game.
Well, anytime that the double team comes from the Lakers, you'll see the pass out. Once they pass the ball out on a diagonal, you'll see the second pass. And Jason has come in here today. He's 9 for 12 in field goals, but he's 8 for 9. Peja Stojakovic is 3 for 3. Between the 2 of them, they are 11 for 12 in threes. Now just think about this. If Ron Artest makes that uncontested layup, it's 17.
Right.
And it went right to 25 before you could blink.
In about 35 seconds, 40 seconds, 2 trips. The last man to make 8 threes in a playoff game. Laker fans, you will remember this. It was game 2 at Staples when Ray Allen had the 8 threes, part of his 32 points. Gasol scores inside for the Lakers and narrows it down from what was the largest lead of the game.
Well, I like what we saw there. We saw that if you're going to post, you're either going to post Artest in the painted area there, or then also Kobe Bryant. Okay, you can't do that. You can't front a post-up guy and then allow the passer to pass. It's the old story. When you front a defense, you got to jam the passer and turn his shoulder so he can't see that pass.
Jason has 28. Gasol has back-to-back field goals for LA. Bynum and Gasol, 5 of 14 combined here. They have not featured Bynum very often in the game. Jason Terry, part of that great group of basketball players, fouled by Odom here on the outside. Part of that great group of basketball players from Seattle, but a bunch of terrific players from out in the Northwest who were coming up at around a similar time, and his acceptance of this role as a sixth man, won the sixth man award over the last 3 years, has really been such a unique part of playing Dallas, because as you like to say, it's not always who closes games very often. And he's on the floor.
He's always on the floor. And then they play two-man basketball with Dirk Nowitzki. So we know that once you get to the fourth quarter, listen, Jason Terry is the third-rated finisher in the fourth quarter by over 6 points a game. And then right behind him is Dirk Nowitzki. So they have the third and fourth highest guys who score for you in the fourth quarter.
His playoff career high is 36. This is the second time he has 29 in these playoffs. Steve Blake in for Derek Fisher.
My God, come on, the defense has been good. They're trapping, recovering, forcing the extra pass.
Kobe misfires, 7 of 16. Nowitzki had it hit, but Stojakovic is there to chase. You just look at the floor for the Mavericks. You don't have a ton of guys who've won championship rings, but you have a lot of guys who have been in big playoff games. It's going to be a moving screen on Jason Kidd. His fourth personal foul. We'll see if Rick Carlisle goes to J.J. Barea here.
Well, you can't go wrong if you go to Barea, and he's coming right now. When you look at what they have done, it's just been spectacular. When you talk about Stojakovic, Terry, and Barea, at one time here, they were 15 for 19 from the floor.
Odom coming baseline. Kobe was out here calling for it, but Lamar had the edge inside. And the Lakers had done a better job getting inside for baskets in this third quarter.
Yeah. Well, it's good that they're making that happen, Mike, in a half-court game. But this is the problem right there. See, Jason Terry, also Barea, and Jason Kidd have continually beat the perimeter defense off the dribble. Then when the Lakers rotate, we know what's been happening. One pass, two pass, high percentage shots.
Stopping quick guards has been a problem with the Lakers over the last couple of years. Odom gets the bang in the bucket, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Now, Barea has been a total, a pest throughout this entire season. This is what he does well. See, he'll take on Ron Artest right there. Hey, you're going to play me, Artest? Now, he switched off. There's been a lot of switching here in this quarter by the Lakers, and so they're getting a lot of mismatches. Barea sees it right there. Hey, from 22 to 24 feet, I can take Artest to this basket.
2 fouls on Tyson Chandler. Odom short on the free throw. The Lakers have brought Shannon Brown in off their bench to replace Artest, and Brown matches up with the quickness of Barea.
Well, the big thing is you can't continue to switch then and get the forwards or power forward or center out on a small man.
Chandler throws it off of a Laker out of bounds. It'll stay down here. Hubie, that's why I love watching sports and watching games. Who would have thought that Phil Jackson and the Lakers would have to adjust with a sub to get J.J. Barea and take him out of the game a couple of years ago when Barea was just making the roster. The same thing with Nowitzki. You go back to the early days as Barea hits another one. You go back to the early days of Nash and Nowitzki. They were bench players here in Dallas, and they'd come into, they got the key to the gym, they got in at night and worked on their pick and rolls and their odd shots and all that stuff. That's why those two guys have made it. Double dribble on Odom.
How did you like
look at Barea pushing at Odom. Delay a game warning on Lamar.
On the previous play, when Barea went down in there and he came back out from the baseline on a spin move, Brown wasn't sure where he was, and he just threw that little fadeaway. The perimeter people are just playing just with a nice casualness about them. They're not forcing anything, and they're playing to their strengths.
Jason Terry ties an NBA playoff record. 9 3-pointers made today. Shannon Brown knocks down his three-pointer. You said it before, Hubie. Just look at the score total for the Lakers. Here we are, late third. They're sitting on 57. They just cannot score. Dallas's defense has them a bit solved.
See, everyone will talk, and a lot of people will say, hey, Dallas is playing great in this series because of their offense. No, their defense has been superb.
Nowitzki inside for 2.